dependable John Gabriel, because first of all, at this time of the year, you're not even thinking about or talking about, however, but during a playoff series, there's always that kind of talk about coaching changes, especially the way this series has gone.
Firing from downtown and kept alive by Rodman.
Well, right away, you can see the fervor and the passion in the Magic's defense to start this ballgame out. Something different.
Michael Jordan putting the Bulls on the scoreboard. Shaquille O'Neal is held by Ron Harper, who would not allow the shot of the crowd. Looking for a flagrant foul call, but it is a personal foul.
Michael Jordan just getting that little handoff from Dennis Rodman, and a good look as Shaquille guarding Rodman, too slow to get out and challenge Jordan's shot.
And that was called a non-shooting foul. Jordan able to deflect it to the backcourt. And it's Orlando 8, Chicago 2.
And Phil Jackson stoically sitting on the bench, barely watching the action, a little upset with his team, probably warning them for 2 days that something like this could happen if his ball club wasn't ready.
But Michael Jordan showing that he is ready. Scott for three. And Longley gets to it. Rodman has been saying, well, O'Neal will be a great player someday. Nice move by Michael Jordan.
He would generally get open for those three-point shots. It has not happened in this series.
Another alert play by the Magic. They've been swarming defensively here at the start. They lead 17-8. Anthony Bowie blocked. Jordan got a piece of it, but contact right there. And the Bulls 14. Shaquille O'Neal with 10 points in this first quarter.
Well, Penny Hardaway felt pressure. They got a pressure release. He just drove through everybody, was going to attack that rim, and finally the dish off to Shaq.
Jordan tried to go glass, and he was hacked by Bowie. So Chicago has been able to cut into that 11-point deficit. It is now a 4-point Orlando lead. Thompson guarded by Kerr, who just came on. Hardaway, very active in this first quarter. Hardaway already with 4 assists. He had just 3 in 46 minutes in game 3.
We have not seen him posting up a lot in this series, something he does a lot against every other team, but Pippen a little taller, he's been a little reluctant to do it.
Now Dennis Scott is guarding Michael Jordan, who shoots over him and hits from downtown. Jordan is 4 for 4. He has 11. It's the Magic 24, the Bulls 11.
Well, there's no question Orlando coming out, giving the Bulls their best shot. The thing that has to worry them, the Bulls are taking it and right in this ball game.
Hardaway checking the clock as he backs his way. Crowd looking for a foul. Kerr now on the floor along with Jordan, Pippen, Kukoc, and Bushler. Michael Jordan makes it 5 for 5.
Well, Michael Jordan is feeling it, and it looks like he wants the ball in every offensive situation. Isolated against Dennis Scott here, just putting the ball on the floor, a little pump fake, getting him off balance.
Following the 67 for the entire game on Saturday.
Chicago not anticipating all this pressure defense from Orlando. They're making some lazy passes.
Shot clock at 5. Jordan posting up Bowie. And continues the superb shooting. 6 for 6 from the field. That is the first call against the Bulls.
Well, Michael Jordan catching out of the corner of his eyes. The move by Donald Royal to come double. In trouble. He's not going to just rely on the jump shot all the time. He's just going to put that head down, try to draw some contact, and get to the foul line and get other people in foul trouble.
Now Jordan guarded by Hardaway. Looking to shake him off. Pippen for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Michael Jordan, 7 for 7 from the field. Well, apparently the muscle spasms in the neck got worse. Jordan was fouled. Foul committed by Hardaway, his first.
And a late whistle there as Michael was forced to the baseline side. And the whole Magic crowd reacting, obviously. A little shove there by Penny Hardaway as Jordan fell down, but it was a late whistle, and that's why the crowd is reacting, Shaquille reacting, and then Penny Hardaway, for the most part, has not been griping with the officials as he did in game 2, but he started to right there, and the veteran Anthony Bowie coming over to get into Penny's ear, say, hey, nice contribution.
Matt measuring the quizzical look on the face of Joe Wolf. He looks like that all the time, Matt.
Even more.
Very, very pensive. Shot clock at 5. Bushler for 3. Yes. Backcourt. And Bowie lost it to Hopper. 2-on-1. Pippen with Jordan. Oh, Michael Jordan from Scottie Pippen. Wednesday. Illegal defense against Orlando, their second violation.
Oh, good ball pressure on the part of Ron Harper as Anthony Bowie did not protect the ball. And then that little grab with the left hand of Pippen to hold Hardaway. And right now, Shaquille O'Neal, he has it going to the middle. He has the spin move. And Luke Longley has 3 personal fouls. But the way that he is playing at the offensive end, I don't know how important a player he's going to be for Chicago. Of their 10 turnovers, he's got 5 of them.
Michael Jordan breaks the string of missed technical fouls. That's the streak ends at 6. Combined by both clubs. The Magic 58 and the Bulls 51. Chicago Bulls, on the other hand, looking for a 4-game sweep. And then with like the rest period awaiting the winner between Seattle and Utah. Jordan. Michael getting the roll. 25 for Jordan.
Well, the ball just being swung around the perimeter. Finally, it goes into the hands of Michael Jordan with the shot clock winding down, having to just take a jump shot.
Hardaway had it poked away by Pippen. Fast break, 3-on-1. Led by Pippen. Jordan fouled by O'Neal.
And the Bulls get out and strike so quickly, but a good job of Bowie getting back, trying to hold the forward underneath the basket, and a good job of Shaq getting back in transition. Here's the strip by Pippen to send this fast break going, getting the ball to Pippen in the middle, and Shaq hustling back to stop the lay-in.
6:56 to go in the third. The Magic.
If you get yourself moving around defensively and aggressive, and then do a good job on the boards, although they've given up 11 offensive rebounds to Chicago, but not gotten hurt that much by second chance points. Michael Jordan already with 26 in this game, but still getting very little help offensively from his teammates.
Still no one else in double figures. Jordan with 27 and not getting the help. Pippen is 2 of 8 from the field. He has only 7 points. Harper with 6. Longley with 4. Kukoc with 4. Bushler has 6 on a couple of 3-pointers. O'Neal this time doing it against James Edwards. 66-57 Orlando.
Well, James sitting on that bench for a long time now over the last 3 games, saying he's not going to beat me baseline anyway. Gave him the middle.
Jordan hits the 3. That is his second from downtown, and he now has 30. James Edwards.
James Edwards is not in there for his defense, so he might as well take a hack in there when Shaq is ready to shoot the ball. He's in there to make a couple of turnaround jumpers. Nice little brush screen by Ron Harper as Anthony Bowie tried to go over the top there. Michael Jordan getting a good look at a 3.
Third. Lobbed it at the high post now. Shot clock at 7. Jordan operating against Bowie. Yes, and it counts. A foul on Bowie, and Jordan heads back to the line. Michael Jordan single-handedly bringing the Bulls back.
With the shot clock winding down, how many times have we said that? Michael in the post has felt very comfortable in his ability to spin away from Anthony Bowie going up for that jump shot. Michael sees that double team coming from the weak side. Joe Wolf.
Just under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Jordan to the fadeaway. 73-69. Point Orlando lead. 35 seconds to go in the third. Jordan getting a pick. Kerr for three. Yes. Well, Hardaway 7 of 14 shooting, 20 points. And the Bulls now lead 77-76. Bulls have a three-guard alignment with Jordan, Hopper, and Kerr on the floor, along with Kukoc and Rodman. Shot clock at 6. Jordan, yes. Michael Jordan with 37 points. 2. And it's Rodman headed to the line.
Well, Michael Jordan with the taller Penny Hardaway on. Really doesn't get up in the air high enough to challenge that shot. Double team coming.
Hardaway got a piece of it, but recaptured by Rodman. 8-point Chicago lead after they trail most of the way. Jordan. Michael Jordan with 39. And you know that Michael is enjoying this. He's back at the scene of his biggest playoff miscues here in Orlando a year ago, and you know that he is using it as a positive. Call for the foul. 3-point play by Thompson. 92-85 Chicago. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the fourth. The Magic desperately trying to hang on, looking to force a fifth game in Chicago. Jordan for three. Michael Jordan with 42 points.
And the only hesitation there to make sure both feet behind the line.
Hardaway swept aside by Rodman. And a foul is called on O'Neal. And for Shaquille, that is number 5.
Well, the Bulls able to break down the full court pressure of the Magic, getting the ball to the middle of the floor where Scottie Pippen had a good look at the defense and where his people were. And no doubt he picked out the best person open on that left side.
So the Chicago Bulls, who went 72-10 during the regular season, best record in the history of the league, looking to continue the dominance coming into today. They had won 10 of 11 in the playoffs. Out on Thompson. Both teams are over the limit. And Jordan will go to the line. While the Orlando Magic are now facing the prospect of being swept from the playoffs for the third. Bulls lead 98-91. Kukoc, played by Scott. Shot clock at 5. Jordan with the pull-up. Yes. 45 points for Michael Jordan. He is 16 for 22 in what has been another extraordinary performance.
With Orlando's performance, I think they were anticipating a much more difficult series.
Well, Jordan missing on both, but did not matter. The Bulls have swept the Magic. Jordan finishes with 45 points. The Bulls do it 106-101 as the Orlando Magic have been swept from the playoffs for the third straight season. Shaquille O'Neal had the good start. However, in the second half, as we have discussed, similar to Penny Hardaway, did not come up big. Shaq finishes with 28, and his offseason has begun, as has Penny Hardaway's. Hardaway finishing with 28 points. Let's go to Ahmad Rashad on the floor. Ahmad?
All right, thanks, Marv. Michael, a year ago when you lost this team in the playoffs, it a lot of motivation for you, and you came down here and said that it wasn't a personal vendetta, but a team vendetta, but you've got to feel awful good about this series.
Well, I felt good that, you know, we really saw a challenge and we were faced with the challenge. I can say in every game, a different guy stepped up and gave us support, and I think that's what this team is all about. It's not a one individual type of team, and, you know, today it was my turn. Some of the guys couldn't get it going offensively, you know, and I stepped it up a little bit, and, you know, everybody rallied around that.
You guys have been so exceptional in the fourth quarter, offensively and defensively. How do you explain that?
Well, I think that's the time in the playoffs, that's the most crucial time. You know, you want to execute, you want to play solid defense, you want to do all the necessary things to win the games. You know, last year, you know, I wasn't in a rhythm to do that for this team, or we really didn't have a good understanding for each other before I can do that. So this year I had a better understanding about the team, and I think they had a better understanding about myself, and you know, we were able to function down the stretch.
All right, we will see you in the finals. Congratulations.